Billingham Stars TV and the latest signing up for the 2023-24 season NIHL North Division 1 and for your Billingham Stars. Welcome back to number 77, Lewis Hall. Hi, Lewis. Thanks for joining us here today.
Hi, thanks for having us, Craig.
Yeah, pleasure is all ours. And we said there, obviously signing up again for another season with the Billingham Stars. Fairly easy decision to come back again for another shot at it.
Oh, it's always an easy decision. Obviously, I love being with the lads, and I love the game. So it's just great to be back.
And the way things finished off last year, the playoffs possibly not the way we wanted to finish, but the second half of the last season with the run to second place, the cup final, the big crowds at home and at the Forum, it was a great end to last season and something you want to kind of pick up again when we start again in September.
I mean, obviously we had a good season last year. It's not necessarily how we wanted it to end, but I mean, there was a couple of positives to take from the year. Obviously, beating Solway, obviously got closer as a group of lads, and I think, to be honest, overall we did have a good season. So,
yeah, and if the way things are going so far, it seems to be the majority of the group of last year that are coming back. Possibly one or two tweaks. Obviously, we've lost the likes of Finn to Leeds, but if the core guys come back and kind of run the same team back and pick up where we left off, there's no reason why we kind of continue that form of last year.
there's a good group of lads in the changing room. I mean, it'd be nice to see some new faces, but obviously it's nice to see the lads back as well. Obviously, we're all fighting for our spot, and obviously want to try and bring some silverware home for next season.
And talking of silverware, the league, when we do come back, bit of a noticeable difference. Solway Sharks have moved on up to the national division. Obviously they swept the board last year, and we wish them well in their new division. But it does throw up the league wide open for a club, and why not somebody like the Billingham Stars to kind of take the division by the scruff of the neck and challenge for honours.
I think there's no reason we can't do it this year coming. I mean, like I say, we've got a lot of good lads. Obviously, everyone wants to win, so there's no reason we can't bring silverware home. So it's like good to have fans in every week. Obviously, they sort of keep us going, make us want to win. So I think we can bring something home this season.
Yeah, and the division, pretty much everybody was taking points off, other than maybe Solway, but everybody was taking points off teams. So the division was quite close. So if that continues, it'll be exciting for the players, but it'll be exciting for the fans to watch as well.
There'll be good things. I think there's good things to come. Obviously, a lot of the lads I know are excited for the season coming. Obviously, the league's wide open, but I don't see no reason why we can't take points off any team in the league. So I think it'll be challenging, but I think we're good enough.
And you mentioned the fans earlier. That was kind of one of the off-ice successes of last year, was the way the crowds grew as the performances grew after Christmas. The crowds kind of grew with you, and we had 2 or 3 kind of full houses at the end of the season. Things like this, keeping in touch with the fans for the summer and keeping the news flowing through the off season. Important to keep that relationship with the fans so that when we do come in September, the fans are still on board and we can start with a healthy crowd again at the Forum.
Yeah, I think it's good to start signings early. I mean, obviously we had a few new faces in last year, but again, we hadn't like some of the same old people that were coming in, which I think is nice. Obviously, to see the same faces every week, it's nice to play in front of a full house as well. Yeah. So,
no, it is good, and I say there was new fans coming in as the season went on after Christmas. You could see there was new people coming in, and the performances were kind of keeping them engaged, and there was more new people coming in. So we've always said if you can get people through the door, the kind of product on the ice will kind of draw them in and keep them hooked.
It's like I say, it's nice for the fans to come in. Obviously, when they're loud, it obviously gives us that push sometimes we need.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good thing.
A couple of the guys, obviously it is the off season. We're not back probably till sometime in August, so it's quite a way away yet. But what does an off season look like for Lewis Hall in the summer?
Well, not really got much going on. I mean, pretty much just work really, and then obviously that's about it. Sometimes go out and play football with the lads and stuff like that, but other than that, there's not really much going on.
Yeah, and there is that again. A couple of the guys have said you are keeping as a group. You are kind of keeping in touch through the summer, which is which kind of helps the team bond and the togetherness, which was noticeable last year. So keeping up with things like, I know some people playing golf, they say that the five-side, keeping together and keeping in touch through the summer means that when you come back in September, you're still quite a close tight group.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're quite a close group of lads anyway, so obviously we all speak on and off the ice, which is a good thing. Obviously we all stay close, and obviously we, keep connected during the summer, which is quite long, obviously with the off season. So I think it's nice.
Yeah. No, we are looking forward to it. To say the division wide open. Some exciting signings around the league. Obviously, we've got our team to complete. We're building it piece by piece. It's great to have you back on board, Lewis, and we'll look forward to seeing you and the guys back at the forum later in the summer and get this season underway in September.
It's great to be back, Roland, September.